Connolly's life could be a movie.
Yeah, and her daughter recognized that, so she did something about it and gave the super senior her favorite gift ever. Here's Joe Carroll.
Inside this house in Duxbury, there's 100 years of history in the making.
There's the whole family.
Ruth Connolly and her daughter Tish DeRocco are reminiscing over family photos.
What a marvelous book.
Tish did the album. For Ruth's 100th birthday, Tish upped the ante.
Welcome.
So Tish and her partner Ernie Salaji made a video of Ruth's life.
I really, really appreciate it.
He started filming her with his iPhone when she didn't know it, because I didn't know the story of my mother. I didn't know her childhood, and she wouldn't ever tell me, but she would tell Ernie.
So when the show was to me was telling that story, I said, oh, I would have dressed better. Had my hair done.
Ruth's story began in the Canadian province of Saskatchewan. Her dad was a bank manager, but decided to try his hand in the stock market and move the family to Vancouver. He did well.
You had maids in Vancouver?
Yeah, oh yes. I had a couple of days.
But the crash of 29 came and the family lost everything.
I used to have to do the washing on the board, you know. This is what I said. When you have a poor upbringing, you have the opportunity to be better. But when you have a rich upbringing, I think it's a lot tougher to be good.
Ruth had both.
Have you ever failed at anything?
Not that I can remember. I don't try things that I don't think I can conquer.
She took on the war in 1942.
And I was going to do something for my country, and I was going to get married and go over there.
Ruth left Canada for Great Britain and became an ambulance driver picking up the wounded.
Oh, it was big news, oh yes.
Her driving test was navigating through Piccadilly Circus, the Times Square of London.
Well, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. That's the thing. The proof is there.
She also wanted to be closer to her future husband, Bob, who was a Canadian soldier. He survived. Many didn't.
War is a terrible, terrible thing.
After the war, the couple settled in Montreal and raised 3 girls. Business, though, was on Ruth's mind. She rose to the ranks of Dollar's department store as a buyer. When the company was sold to Marks & Spencer, Ruth became the only woman on the board.
Do I believe there's a glass ceiling? There certainly was in my time.
The marriage, though, didn't last.
What happened was I started making more money than he did. So that's very hard on a man.
She remarried, and they bought this Vermont house as a getaway. Ruth lives here now full-time.
I'm so fortunate. I get up every morning and say thank you for being so good to me.
She credits good genes and good spirits to making it to the century mark.
Because I have Johnny Walker, 2 ounces of Johnny Walker every day at 5 o'clock.
A little bit of wine, too?
No, the wine's for my dinner.
Oh, okay. You don't overindulge?
No, I never lose my capacity to be in control.
We let her be in control of the video. You don't do that with my mom.
I've seen it all.
In Duxbury, Joe Carroll, Channel 3 News.
I think we know what we have to do now at 5 o'clock.
That is so awesome.
Outstanding.
Ruth, now widowed, has a gentleman friend. Gordon is 12 years her junior. Looking
amazing.
as good as she looks, though, I'm not surprised she's getting the younger fellas.
I know, I love her.
Fantastic.